All right, y'all. So this is Mahogany, and I'm back with another self-reflective video. These type of videos is just videos of things that I have thoughts of, or I've had conversations about, or experienced, and it's just relatable topics that that people are going through or people are seeing today. So this self-reflective video is going to be about the strong slander against black women that's going on all over the internet, and honestly women period. It's been a real war. Like, it just seems to be like an all-out war between women and men in general. A lot of hate coming from each side, and a lot of backlash and pushback from each side, and why the other is worse than the other, and why the other is better, and why the other is surprised, and why the other's not needed, and etc., etc., etc. You get what I'm saying? So it's all over the internet. It's all in the comments. But what I do see a lot of is the black woman slander. They've made podcasts about it. They have dedicated entire just movements toward it. Like, the slander is just super heavy. So one thing, the reason why I'm even talking about this is because it just really hits home every time you have to have, even if you're not on the internet, you overhear or you're in a conversation with another black man, or you hear men period, or black men, but really black men saying how a black woman is just not, how she's just so much not, and not enough of what she actually is, because truth be told, you could really flip it and reverse it, and we could say the same thing. Because honestly, if I had to be honest, statistically, and they always like to throw out statistics, which is very heavy on that side. They always like to throw out so much statistics, but it's like they also leave out the statistic that a black woman is more likely to, be in a more successful relationship with another race. And particularly the most talked about one is, of course, white. So it's like, when you have to be in a conversation and you hear a black man say, well, that's exactly why white women are so much better than black women, because, anything that follows behind that is like a huge slap in the face. Because it's like, you're talking to, either, especially if you are with a black woman, or you have a daughter, or you just sisters, aunts, your mother, like, all of that, and it's like you fix your mouth to even say those type of things when you know that all black women don't fall in the category of the negatives. And I mean the negatives as in, all black women are not ratchet, all black women do not treat men bad, all black women are not terrible and combative, and all black women, it's just not true. That's not all black women. Like, you can't really all categorize us all into one, because it can be done vice versa, but it's not fair if it's done to men. You know what I mean? They get to say so much slander, but if it's flipped around, it's very much, it's more like, oh, she's just emotional, and she's just, deranged, that whole thing, the whole funny thing that happens. But yeah, I really just don't understand what happened to the love. I don't understand what happened to really respecting each other, being there for each other, coming through for each other. I mean, it's just a full-blown fight. This is just like, I don't understand. Like, also, I've also heard comments like, for a black woman, you are so, easy to talk to, or for a black woman, it's nice that you go to the gym and take care of yourself. And, for a black woman, you are very intelligent and you have a mature understanding. When you have to hear comments like, for a black woman, starting off in the sentence, or you get a compliment and they follow up with, a lot of black women don't, it's just very like, it's degrading, and it's really a slap in the face, like, literally. It's like, that's just like me coming up to you and saying, you know, for a black man, or giving you a compliment and then following up with, because you know black men. It's like, I can't feel comfortable enough to do that to you, because you are a black man, just like I am a black woman. And it's like, you cannot, you know, that's not decent human behavior to literally backhand somebody's own entire race. Wow, basically saying, but you stand out. You're the echelon of the echelon. And you know what I mean? It's not fair, because it's like, the way that it would sound to you would sound the way that I received it. You know, just very unsettling. Why is so much slander, and then why are we compared so heavily to other women? The other thing that I have to say about it is too, is most of the time a black woman's upbringing is just as hard or as rough as far as the way we were raised. I'm not saying we're equals, but as far as the way we were raised, it's just as rough as the black men. So it's like, if you come from a rough environment, how do you expect a woman to be when she comes from something rough? You know, she doesn't come from something soft. She comes from something rough. You know what I mean? So when you come from something rough, you learn how to survive. You learn how to do on your own, especially if you're doing things on your own. You know, working on your own, taking care of yourself, those type of things, on top of coming from something rough. It's very hard to unlearn things that went wrong with you and actually do, you know, things that better serve you. So that's why, to me, that's one of the reasons why it's just so, it's very like heartbreaking, and it hits home a lot when I have to hear, or I have to see, or I'm pretty sure it also bothers other black women as well, when we have to see those type of comments, when, as far as, oh, they're just always they're so aggressive, they're so combative, and they're just so, you know, they're just not it. Like, they're just so rational, and they're just, you know, the most unfit, and they're the most, they're the reason why a lot of black men are in jail, and all the negative, as if there's nothing good that we've done, like, ever in life. Like, like I said again, when all black women don't fit that category. Because if I flipped it and said, well, you know, oh, majority of black men, they don't take care of their kids, or they leave the woman after she's gotten pregnant or she's conceived, and they figure out they don't want the relationship, and now they have a broken home and they're with somebody else that they feel like is better. Or if I just say they don't even treat us right from jump, and you kind of have to work your way up into being treated right because he's went through so much, and now you just have to take so much from him before you can actually be treated right. Like, if you really flip it and you reverse it, you know, so my thing is, some of that, actually all that is true, but it's not true about all black men. And that's my whole thing with how this whole slander thing is against black women. It's like, yes, that stuff is true, but it's not all of us. So it's like, it's not really fair for it to be so much hate, or so much just like as if they're just so disgusted with us as a whole. You know, it's like, I just wish it wasn't like that. And I mean, I understand there are women that are just not generally, you know, just not good women, but it's not because she's black. There's other women that also do a lot of those things. And she's not black at all. Like, you know, it just has nothing to do with her being a black woman. Like, nothing at all. Like, other women also do it. It's just like, it just almost seems as if as long as she's not a black woman, it's way less slander against her. But if she is, you know, the height of the slander is all-time high. But yeah, it's just don't, you know, I don't know. I just wish that if you are a black man, or if you're a man and you're seeing this video, again, like I said, I don't have anything against any other races. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't hate men. I don't think I don't hate black men either. I don't think any other man's better than the other. None of that. I just think that really sometimes you just got to be cognitive of what you say. Just think about what you say or how you say things, because like I said, you also have people that's probably looking up to you, or somebody that's going to look up to you one day that is indeed that same entity that you talk about in such a terrible way. You know, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, just show a little bit more love. I mean, if you are seeing this, because as I stated, not all of us fall in the same category. And a lot of the time it just has to do with a lot of inner work that a lot of people are afraid to do. Even men, especially, like, people don't want to do the inner work on themselves to be better, and they just kind of expect people to deal with that, and just, you know, just put up with it, and they just, until they do, or if they just, you know, decide. So it's like, really, I just kind of wish it was just lighter and less war and less comparison and less I'm the prize and less I'm better and less this and less that, and more support for each other in general. But especially, of course, for the black woman, you know, because it does hurt to see. It hurts to see all of that. It hurts to see all of that. It hurts to hear it. Because I can really honestly say, if I wanted to, I can just be like just how they're going, those men are going based off their experiences. I can literally just do the same thing and just say all black men are just terrible, because I've had, you know, starting from birth, starting from my childhood, you know, I have seen some ugly sides to men, black men in particular, of course, because, you know, my father is black, like, so I could take that and just run with it and just, you know, and then, you know, on top of the experiences after that, I could just take that and run with it and just say, oh, all of them is terrible, all of them is this, all of them is that, they don't care about, you know, nobody but themselves and this, that, and the third. But you would never catch me doing that, because I know all black men don't fall in that category. It's not the truth, you know. And then one day I could also have a black son, and I would never want him to believe he's nothing, or he doesn't stand up, or he doesn't amount to something, or, you know, he's everything he's not before he even gets a chance to be. You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes just you know, if you're seeing this and you're that type of person, I know it might get a lot of backlash for this, a lot of hate for this, or something like that, or, you know, a whole lot of whatever. But if you're seeing this and you can at least just see where I'm coming from a little bit, like just a little, just try to please do better with that. Like, it's, you know, it is quite hurtful. But that's it for this video. And yeah, leave a comment down below, anything like that, and until next time.